Are you in the market for a wireless microphone system? Do you want to be able to record on the transmitter itself, have the ability to use a lav mic or the transmitter, and record the audio directly into a camera? Well, today on Coffee and Cameras, we've got the DJI wireless mic system. I've owned this kit for over a year now, so I've got some pretty good experience under my belt with it, and a fair amount of negative experience lately that I'll tell you guys all about. So what do you get in this kit? You get a very nice charging case, USB-C, flips open, you get two transmitters, a receiver, and these magnets. So you can either attach the transmitter to something or attach it to yourself via the magnet. You get a nice clip. Transmitters themselves are USB-C. They have a little microphone built in, and of course your 3.5mm jack for lav mics. You can record on the device, and you can also lock the record button if you're putting this on someone else to make sure that it doesn't stop recording. You get the transmitter, you get a couple different attachments. You have a lightning cable, you have a USB-C, and then you just have this little clip that you can put on a cold shoe mount. Power button, USB-C, out, and headphone jack for monitoring. And then you get the two different levels of the different transmitters and the various different features of recording mono with safety is what I currently have these on. So if you want the rest of the specs, there's plenty of videos out there. Like I said, these have been out a couple of years now. Here's my experience lately with these. My transmitters are cutting out no matter what cable I use going into the camera. This has been tested on two different cameras. I've got two different cables. This is the cable that comes with the DJI system now. Super inflexible, pretty thick cable. This was a third-party cable that I bought off of Amazon. Coiled, and it's a little bit easier to manage. So when I pull the transmitter out and I start recording, I check my levels. I have them set properly both in camera and on the transmitter itself. I keep about a +4 dB gain on the transmitter, and on Sony cameras I'm usually in the 12 to 14 range in the volume in the camera. So I was super frustrated. I first bought a Shure MVL lav mic because I wanted to not have the thing clipped onto me all the time, even when you hide it inside of your shirt. This is a setup that I've used before. It just doesn't look very good. And so I wanted to get a lav mic so I could move around a little bit more and have the freedom, maybe a little bit better audio quality out of the lav mics too than the built-in microphone on the transmitter. So I first noticed this issue when I was setting up that Shure lav mic. It's a TRRS connection. These little transmitters want to have a TRS connection into them, which is typical lav mic connection. So there was a bunch of feedback, a bunch of sort of robotics noises that you could hear, and that was on the audio going directly into the camera. So when I listened back to the audio on the transmitter itself, which is more of a safety track in my opinion, you know, it's there if you lose connection to the receiver that's on the top of the camera. Make sure you still have a clean audio track the whole way through. That audio was fine. So I now also have a Rode lav mic. This issue happens with it as well. So I've tested multiple different microphones, multiple different cables. Both transmitters do this. I've updated the firmware on all three units, both transmitters and the receiver. Tried it into two different cameras, and I still have this issue with distorted audio from a wireless mic system that right now is on sale for about $250. Retailed for anywhere $340, $350 originally. A $350 microphone set that doesn't work right. Plus, with the Rode Wireless Pro out now, you get 32-bit float, you get two lav mics in the pack, and yes, it's a little more expensive, but I'm filming here with a Rode mic in front of me. I really like the way these products sound. I'm turning into a little bit of a Rode fanboy, but I can count on them. I like the way that the lav mic sounds. I like the way this Video Mic Go 2 sounds. They have a nice rich sound, maybe a little bit low and bassy. Some of their microphones suffer from plosive problems. If I was going to start a podcast, I'd be going to look for the PodMic USB or even the first gen PodMic. $100 for an XLR microphone. You really can't beat that. Now I'm kind of crapping on DJI here a whole lot in this video, and I had a DJI Mini 3 drone recently too that I flew, let's call it 5 times to be generous. And there was a really sweet sunset the other night, and I took the drone out to launch it in the driveway, and the front left motor was stuck. There was no debris in the motor. I used compressed air, and I tried to work it around by hand to get the thing to rotate freely. But alas, I ended up sending that drone in for repair. It's with DJI right now, which is also super frustrating. Again, multiple hundreds of dollars worth of equipment that's failing after just a handful of uses. I definitely didn't fly it into any trees. I wasn't flying it in the rain. I wasn't flying it around sand. So it's just absurd, and it's really disappointing when these things happen because you save up your money and you spend it on these products that end up being cheap crap. And they're not even cheap crap. They're cheaply made and they're expensive crap, which is really annoying. If somebody came to me today and asked me what wireless mic system I would recommend, DJI isn't even on the list. And the top two would probably be the Rode Wireless Pro. Even the Rode Wireless Go 2 now has a charging case that you can buy, just like the Rode Wireless Pro, which is amazing support from Rode to not alienate people that have their last generation product, to offer them an $80 charging case. That's great value for money and actually shows that Rode seems to care about the people that are using their products. The other options that are out there from Sony, they have some great offerings for wireless microphones. They just refreshed their set. Now, you don't get recording on the transmitter directly with that, but it plugs in with actually no wires. It's going into the hot shoe on your Sony cameras. You can check their website for details on if your camera is supported for those. And plenty of other offerings out there. I don't know where I'm going with this. Kind of lost my train of thought. So there you go. If you want a wireless mic system, DJI is not the answer, in my opinion. You know, plenty of people use these and have had success. There's definitely people out there too, like me, that have had recurring issue after recurring issue and still have a microphone set that they can't rely on when they go to use it, which that's not what I want for my $300. I want to be able to pick it up, use it, know that it's recording, going to give me good audio, whether it's going into the camera or the transmitter itself. It's freaking designed to do both, so it's annoying that it doesn't do it. That said, hope that gives you some insight, gives you a little bit of my experience and background. If you're looking for a wireless mic system, spend your dollars wisely. Until next time, catch you later.